Hello and welcome to a strategy battle game. Today we are playing 650 points of Galadrium versus 650 points of Isengard. So we're going to go into my force. I have Shaki as my leader. He also has Worm. We have 4 berserkers, 2 warriors with shields, and 3 orcs with spears, and 2 urukai with pikes. Over here we have Lurtz's warband. He has 4 berserkers. He has 3 Urukai warriors with shield and 2 with pikes, and 3 orcs with spear. Here we have Vrashku's warband. There he is, hidden in the ranks. He has 11 ruffians with bow and 1 Urukai warrior with shield. And finally we have the Witch King's warband. He's with 2 spectres. The Witch King has only 1 might. And he has 10 orcs with spear. Here we have Nathan's force. He has his leader there, Saruman, on horse. We have a Stormcaller down here with 6 Galadrium with elven blades and 6 wood elves with spear. Behind there is another Stormcaller. He has the exact same warband, and at the back we have Rumel with 5 Galadrium with swords, elven blades, and 5 wood elves with spear, and 1 guard of the Galadrium court with pike. There. So that's 650 points. We've rolled for sides. Nathan has this side over here. I have this side, so we're going to go into priority. So now we have first turn priority. It goes to the Galadrium. So at the end of movement, Nathan, 3 of his warbands came on there, Saruman, and 2 of his Galadrium warbands, and another of his warbands came down here in the corner. So all of his warbands came on, and then over to what my stuff came on. So we're going to go right into priority. So both of us get 1, so I get priority on my rolls. So here we go, at the end of movement. Finally all of my warbands came in. The +1 was helpful. So we have the majority of the warbands down here. We've got Witch King's warband backing up Shaki's, and there he is, Lurtz's. And over here we've got Vrashku's warband. Nathan's just moved his warbands up as you would have expected. He's got his 2 moves up there, this one up here. Yep. Saruman, who just cast Terrifying Aura, hiding in the darkness behind there. So we are going to go into another priority phase. So here we go. 5. So he gets a 5. So the Galadrium go first. So at the end of movement, as you can see, Nathan moved up with his Galadrium again, typically, and Saruman is hiding around the back here. So we've just moved up these a bit so we can get some of the spear supports in better positions, and these guys have moved forward about 1 inch or 2, so everyone's in range and can shoot except for Vrashku. So we're going to go into shooting. So after shooting, 11 of these guys shot. 2 of them hit, but both of them killed. So 2 of Nathan's Galadrium are dead there. So we're going to go into another phase of priority, because that's all the shooting.
You'll do priority then. Okay.
There we go.
God.
Nathan gets it again. So it goes to Galadrium. So at the end of that turn of movement, both our forces have got closer to the battle. We've got over here, we've got Saruman, who's tried to stay out of range of the Witch King for good reason. These guys just continued their advance, and we're going to go into shooting. At the end of that shooting, as you can see, the whole of Nathan's front rank from this warband is dead. Vrashku managed to kill 1. Because he's only wounding on 4s, and the others managed to get 5 wounds from hits from their shots, and wound on 3 of them and wiped out that front rank, which is very, very good shooting. So we're going to go into another priority phase. So we're going to go into another, there we go. I'm trying to pick a dice that's different from yours. 4, so Evil Gator's turn. On to Evil Movement. So at the end of the turn of movement, the Isengard just moved up. We attempted to use a Felllight as in from both of the spectres on, firstly, the Stormcaller there, but failed, and then just another elf that failed. Then Sharky came up and immobilised the Stormcaller, so he couldn't get Nature's Wrath off, and he was successful with a 6. And then down here, the Witch King sapped Will 3 dice on Saruman at the back there, and got it off also on a 6. Nathan didn't resist, and he lost 2 points of will. And over here, these guys moved closer to the bows, who stayed still, and of course he charged in with his elves. Saruman firstly though went over here and got a Sorcerous Blast on a Berserker, knocked him back, only wounded Lurtz and didn't hurt anyone else, but they are on the floor. Nathan, you stood right in the light.
He loves doing that.
Thank you. So we're going to go into shooting now. So at the end of shooting, these guys fired into them. I got 4 hits, including one from Vrashki, but Vrashki didn't wound. But we did take out 2 of the Wood Elves down there. So we're going to go into the combats. At the end of combat, Remil killed Grima to start with, then won every other combat by the last one, killing in every one except from this guy who managed to get away. Nathan, you're standing in the light again.
Well done.
This guy managed to survive in his combat and knock back the guy, and he wasn't on the floor, so he didn't get a stand up. He was already stood up. And Lurtz had to use 2 might to win his combat, otherwise he would have probably died being on 1 wound with 1 fate. So we are going to go into priority. Nathan, you're standing in the light again. Both 6s. You had it. I had it last turn, so you have it now. Right. We are going to call a heroic though.
Yeah.
And it's going to be with Lurtz. So Saruman over here has countered the heroic, so we're going to go to the roll off. Nathan, you're playing as good and you have priority, so you roll the dice.
That's 1, 6, sorry. No, 4 by 6.
Yep.
Nope, you get.
I get it. It's because you roll 1 of my dice.
Yeah, that's right.
So at the end of movement, after I got the heroic combat, I just realised I haven't done my movement.
Nice one.
Well done,
Right.
Matt. Thanks for showing us.
These guys are just going to charge into this guy.
No, you banned that.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Tough.
Everyone
Yeah,
else is going to support who they need to support. Okay, so I've done my movement. So that was my movement. So anyway, so after my heroic, everyone down here pretty much just charged in. Got a couple of loose orcs here. We did a Felllight on him, failed. That was on him, sorry. Because he can't do it on him because he's already done it, so he did it on this guy and made him just wander off. Then Sharky 1 dice immobilised the Stormcaller on a 6, so that was quite good, and he's mobilised. Then the Witch King 3 dice, your staff has broken Saruman, and got 3 3s, had to use a might point to get it off. Nathan resisted on 2 dice. Then it was his move. He moved Saruman first, doing his heroic. Attempted to 1 dice sorcerers, failed, and then just charged in with everyone else. Remo as well over here. Who could charge? He wasn't already charged. And this guy down here. Then I counter-charged with what movement I had. I literally just did on camera those 2 down there. Nathan also moved the Stormcaller. He's coming to support the main force there, and has left the 4 Wood Elves to face these ruffians down here. So we are going to go into my shooting. So at the end of shooting, the first rank of these and Vrashku all fired into the Stormcaller and caused exactly 3 wounds. So the Stormcaller is dead. Then the second rank fired at the Wood Elves here and didn't kill anyone. So now we are going to go into the combats. So, in the combats, Rumel won his combat, however didn't wound anyone. Down here, the Galadrium Court Guard, Galadrium Court, whatever, lost his combat and was killed. As we move on, a Uruk-hai was killed there. This Berserker here won his combat and the Orc killed the Galadrium. Then I lost the next couple of combats, losing 1 Uruk-hai there. And the Berserker just backed off there. Here, Lurtz took a wound when he lost combat to 1 guy, even though he had 4 attacks, but whatever. It's still possible. And just passed his fate. The Berserker's down here. This one failed to do anything. This one wounded and killed someone because of his Orc only. And down here this guy survived, and this guy survived, so not really much happened in this combat. So we're going to go on to priority. So the priority roll. Good, get it. So down here, Sharky has called a heroic, and it has been countered by Saruman. So we're going to do the roll-off. Nathan had priority, so he's good. And it goes to evil. Second one to go my way. So on to my move. So something to note during my turn, this Spectre here used a Felllight's Venom on Saruman and he got a 3, and because his courage was minused by 1 thanks to the Witch King, he failed and had to use a point of will. Something very good.
Really needs to eat.
So, Sharky obviously called a heroic and was able to. He attempted to immobilize the Stormcaller. The Stormcaller resisted. Then obviously he got down to 1 will from the Spectre, and the Witch King attempted to 3 dice break staff on Saruman when he had only 1 will point, but failed. So that was great fun. Then Nathan countercharged, used Nature's Wrath and channeled it and knocked down everyone in between these orcs, these guys around here, and these guys around here. We haven't rolled for wounding yet.
So I might do it, so it channeled it.
What?
You've already said that, doesn't it?
So down here, then these 2 guys just moved in around the back of the mill. This guy moved into there, and this guy is supporting the Berserker. Over here, the Wood Elves moved up, and one of them charged this guy. All the ruffians just moved into positions where they can shoot better. So we are going to roll for wounding on these guys, and then go into combat. So after Nathan rolled to wound, he ended up killing 3 orcs. 3 orcs and a Uruk-hai pikeman. So we're going to go into shooting now. So after the shooting, this guy shot first, killed the elf that was here. These 4 then shot, killed the elf that was here. These 4 then shot, didn't kill the elf that was here. He then shot, killed that elf. And then Vrashku thought he could maybe snipe this guy, instead goes and kills him. So Vrashku team kills, but 3 elves down. So we will go now into the combat. So at the end of that combat, a few of my models managed to stand up. The ones who stood up, and a couple of orcs and 1 berserker were killed in all. Yep, well, these guys should have backed off as well. And over here, the ruffian won the combat but didn't wound. So we're going to go into priority. It goes to good. Sorry, it goes to evil. Evil, yeah, goes to me. So Rumel is going at heroic, but I don't have anyone even close, nearly in range with my to counter. So he gets his heroic. So at the end of movement, Saruman immobilized Sharky, and everyone just pretty much charged in. Then I counter-charged with everyone else. The Stormcaller stood around doing nothing. Some guy failed to charge the Witch King, but the Witch King broke Saruman's staff and then charged in. And that's pretty much it. The two Spectres attempted to move someone but failed. And Sharky hasn't tried to cast anything. Over here we've got the Ruffians making a break for it, and this last elf pinned down by two Ruffians and a Thrashku. So we're going to go into shooting, of which there is none, so we're going to go straight into combat. So at the end of combat, the combats were pretty even, weren't they? I killed a couple of yours, you killed a couple of mine. Big losses were, I think, 2 Berserkers died, and an Orc died, and then a few Galadrium died as well. Unfortunately down here, this poor little guy did die, and Rumel was also wounded. So we are going to go on to priority. So, priority. 6 for good, and, sorry, 6 for evil, 4 for good. So, I get priority. Any heroics?
There's a mill. It's really far away. Yeah, you might as well.
Okay, you're heroic then.
Yeah.
One more thing that happened that turn. Nathan was broken, and, yeah, 2 more things. I was lying, and the Witch King ran out of will because he used 1 will to, his final point of will, to break Saruman's staff. So he just charged himself into combat because he was going to die anyway. He won his combat, but didn't kill. And then, of course, popped. So that's the Witch King gone. Back to Nathan's movement. So, at the end of movement, Rumel called his heroic and ran over here. And Saruman, everyone else just charged in, including Saruman. Then in my turn, a couple of guys who hadn't been charged in did. And Sharky immobilised Saruman and ran off down here. And these guys called a heroic match with Rashku and marched off over there. So we are going to go into the combat now. So, after combat, Nathan killed quite a lot of mine. I think I killed 1 or 2 of his.
Yeah, 2. You killed 2 guys.
My Berserkers are terrible at rolling dice. He killed, what, 3 Orcs, a Spectre, and Berserker. However, this Spectre, he did call a heroic combat with Rumel, but failed to kill the Spectre. So that stopped him from doing whatever he was attempting to do. Which might have been chasing down this guy, I don't know. Saruman was almost wounded, but saved his fate. And that was that for combat. So now we're going to find out whether the game carries on in this bot map.
That's not fun, doing it.
The game ends.
A draw.
That is the game over. We're going to find out what the VPs are and get back to you. So, at the end of the game, Matt has won me the game. Matt
has
you won me the game by getting that one.
I wasn't even playing, and
if Nathan killed 1 more model, I would have been broken, and it would have been 1-1. So, good game, Nathan. Left-handed handshake because I'm holding the camera.
Oh, damn it. I feel
It
wrong.
was very close.
he's now violated and everything.
I won 3-0 because no one got any models off either side. No one harmed either's leader. However, I broke him, and I was 1 model off being broken myself. So it's 1-0. Wow.
You went all licked it.
Okay, so here we are at the end of the game. Matt, GG, you won.
Yeah.
How'd you feel?
By 3. Relieved.
Relieved? What sort of relieved? Relieved after you've been to the bog, or what?
Relieved. I've just ran to the train station, and it's like, oh my gosh, is my train there or not? I'm late, and it wasn't. It was there. So
It's
a
like
good kind of relief.
worst
Good
one
relief.
ever.
Boos.
Well, he was actually
Boos actually ran outside. Nathan,
Cried.
sorry. He ran outside and just went for a jog as soon as we told him that you actually need to exceed the brake limit to
screaming
brake.
to the heavens.
He was just dying. Right, so how do you feel about this, Boos?
Pretty mad.
Pretty mad.
If we remember Fluffy's rolls, then probably would have been a draw, but obviously I need to drop Remo down a well,
Just chuck him down a well.
drown him for a little while, set him on fire. That should do it. Yeah, I just... Well played, Matt. It's a good game at the end. 3-0. It was a close one towards the end. Just hope that we can put this defeat behind us and start the next game and carry on again.
Anything you would have done differently? Apart from
I thought
win?
it went quite well. Maybe probably not let one of the warbands got shot by the archers too much. I'll admit he did really well at killing some of them, but I thought that was
That was just pure jam.
yeah.
Those archers.
Just like boom,
You-
six
you-
hits, boom, 5
It
deaths.
just spewed out your mouth onto the table.
It was more like boom, 2 hits, boom, 2 dead.
It was.
I could hit, I could win.
Only if you had more time to get them off the table.
You
Yeah,
could have
but
made your
it
points
would-
difference go through the roof on that one.
Well, even if you got to me, I mean,
I mean,
had more
looking at
times, I'm more terms of shooting.
Looking at it, Sharky's not miles away, but I wouldn't have really been able to catch him. I would have sent some guys just this way. Obviously, you would have ran the ruffians over here and marched on there.
And Vrashki was near,
So I reckon Matt
Sharky
probably would have edged it
could have saved.
a little bit more if it carried on. It might have been like 9-6 or something like that. Probably similar. But yeah.
Matt, anything you would do differently?
Remember what game type I'm playing?
That is quite a thing to remember to do.
Yeah,
Definitely helps.
because I could have just like ran one guy maybe off from the left flank off without it being stopped.
Also, the dice gods let me win at least one roll. That might have helped.
If I could win a couple of combats, would have been quite nice as well.
Yourself even luck really, because
Yeah.
Matt with his wounding and you.
No, Matt with
What
his
were you?
shooting. Matt with his shooting.
Me with my
you know.
shooting,
Me with my
Yeah.
with
combat.
his combat prowess.
Yeah. I caught like, what was it, 6 guys in one round of combat? That was good. About
Berserkers were dropping like
8
flies.
combats. Yeah. GG.
Anything closing you want to say?
Good game, that.
Good game.
GG.
Gee.
GG. Right, we'll be back
No
next
re.
time. No re. You don't want a re. Alright. We'll be back next time with another Hobbit Strategy Battle Game.
Probably with great company.
Probably with great company. Goodbye.